Dear colleagues, first off, I want to say congratulations on making it almost to the end of week one. There's no week more exhausting, maybe other than finals grading. But congratulations, and thank you for all the different ways that you filled in the gap in my absence. It's so appreciated. I'm wearing some new hair. My dear sister wanted to help me feel more normal as my very short hair is thinning faster and faster, so she purchased this for me, and it's been such a gift. But I was recording some videos for a conference I was supposed to present at in person with Meg at the end of September, but instead I'm just recording pieces of it. And so I thought no better time than to debut this new hairdo, and so now you're seeing it too, since I was previously recording those. But at any rate, the intent of this video is not about my hair, but it is about some advising questions that have popped up, particularly among new students, but I know more questions are going to be coming your way because I'm going to be sending out some important deadlines tomorrow for applying to the education program and applying to student teaching. With respect to applying to the education program, one of the first things that we've noticed is that students who are education majors think that they have already been accepted to the program. This is typical for your new students. So they may have enrolled into an AEP class initially they should not be in, and a waiver should not be signed because they're a freshman or first semester sophomore, and they have plenty of other foundational courses to take. One way to help the students grow in their understanding of that is to show them that the back of their program sheet has all the transition points and the requirements that are needed at each transition point. When they initially start out as an education major, they're pre-education. To then move to accepted to the education program, they have to complete certain foundational courses. One of those is CSC 155, where they set up that e-portfolio that we have to evaluate. They have to maintain a certain GPA and so forth. But all those guidelines are in the back of their program sheet, which they're going to want to keep near and dear. We also have accessible to everybody a frequently asked question flyer that's on the billboard. I am attaching that to the email that I'm sending. I suggest printing out, several pretty color copies of those. Barb can do that, and have those on hand to hand out to students because they answer the questions that typically come up. When should I apply? Why should I apply? How do I apply? And it has all of that information. Sometimes we get questions even among faculty about the program sheets. Why are they the way they are? For instance, why don't we see all of the 12-hour reading core on the AYA sheets? Because it's not required by the state. The 12-hour reading core is only required for middle childhood intervention specialists and elementary education candidates. Keep that in mind as you're advising, because I know it's easy to forget that even English Language Arts AYA do not need the 12-hour reading core. They take different pedagogy classes. What is required of the AYA candidates is content area reading. So sometimes I think a little bit of misadvising could potentially occur if we don't keep that separate. 12-hour reading core is for middle childhood intervention specialists in elementary and dual. AYA is just content area reading. Another great resource that the students have that they were given initially when they came to meet with you during Barron Days or during orientation advising was that orange scheduling grid. I'm attaching that. The front part has them do some pre-planning about when am I going to apply, how far am I on my e-portfolio, when do I plan to take the OAEs. We'll also be taking the praxis because I want to also seek licensure in my home state that requires it. It gets them to be forward thinking. Now, I would print out several of those and hand them to advisees every time that they come in, because the front part is by semester. When will my classes be for this semester? But the back of it, they could create one master copy that has all the classes that they intend to take throughout their 4-year journey. They should map it out in pencil because it will change. But it's really important that our candidates do that, because many come in with AP credits or dual enrollment credits that already put them a little bit off kilter with the sequence that might be suggested on their program sheet. And it's a little bit of a puzzle, and they have to work with that puzzle, and we want them to take ownership of it. So if you encourage them to start mapping out on one of those orange program sheets their 4-year journey, and it's mapped out just like a blank program sheet, they will be in great shape to complete in the time that they intend to complete. In terms of when our candidates have to apply to the education program this semester, it has to be done by reading day, which is December 10th. That'll give us enough time to assess those e-portfolios without wanting to pull our hair out. And those that want to apply for student teaching must do so by October 15th. They will send the application to you, you'll forward it to me, I'll send it off to Dr. Miller. It does not include their e-portfolio just yet, unless they have it completely done for his final evaluation. Dr. Miller gives them ample time to work on that e-portfolio. It does not need to be submitted to him until the end of December, but the application itself needs to be completed by October 15th. I think that's everything. If I missed anything, I'll put it in the email along with those resources that I mentioned. God bless. Thank you all for your prayers for me. They mean the world. And just thank you for your friendship. That too means the world. God bless.